Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Pisces, Sun, Moon or Rising, and it's the weekly reading for the week of July 22nd to the 28th. Your cards this week: Pisces, energies leaving, completing or transitioning. You have the Eight of Wands, and as your focus energies this week, you have the Ten of Wands clarified with Awakening. Beautiful. And we have the Eight of Cups coming in towards the end of the week. So Pisces, two number eights here. It's about you coming into your power. It's about you, mastering lessons, and it's about you demanding more for your life. So stepping into that powerful zone where you can now make the changes that you need in your life. And, under the Eight of Wands here, I think that you are more than ready for change. I think you're well overdue for it. In fact, I feel like for some of you, you're no longer accepting anything that doesn't fit you in your life anymore. You're actually demanding change and you want it quickly. The Eight of Wands can be about very swift change in your life. Now, the Eight of Wands also, I drew a couple of clarifiers for that, and I got the Nine of Cups here and the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like not only do you want change in your life, Pisces, but you're actually, you're demanding the whole package here. You want to be completely fulfilled emotionally. You really want to be satisfied, have that sense of, satisfaction, all the cups lined up, those feelings of love, peace, joy, harmony. And you also just want that happy home realm. You really, really want personal relationships that can go the distance, that it can go the full way. You want that happy home life, maybe generational living, building something together, building something solid and tangible. That's the kind of change energy that I feel that you are wanting to move towards. This is sort of like, I feel, your vision that has propelled you forward to wanting to make changes in your life at the moment. And that's what we see unfolding this week. I feel like maybe a lot of you have been sort of daydreaming or manifesting on these things. And, I think you're at the stage where it's like, okay, enough, daydreaming, enough manifesting. I just need to take inspired action right now to begin moving towards this. Otherwise, it remains a fantasy. Now, with that Eight of Wands too, some of you may have had some kind of communication come in that has inspired you to, start to take those, to make those changes this week. Maybe, it was a message from a friend that you hadn't heard of for quite a while that, really sort of took you back to past times when you were happier, and then you're like, right, I must get back there. I'm not accepting anything else from my life right now. Could be some kind of synchronistic message under that Eight of Wands, because it does actually carry that element of divinity as well. There is a sense of guidance about that card. So yeah, I think for some of you, there could have been some message coming in that has really just been the catalyst. Yeah, it's the catalyst for this action that you're going to take very soon. So Pisces, focus energies this week. Yeah, we have the Ten of Wands here, clarified, with Awakening here, which is equivalent to the Judgment card in the Rider Tarot deck. So, Ten of Wands, you are really, really sick of things that are just, the heavy weights on you, weights on your shoulders, things that are burdening you, weighing you down, no longer serving you, and holding you back, and holding back your vision from, if you look at this is what you're demanding for your life, that ultimate happy home card under the Ten of Pentacles. But currently, this week we see the ending of you actually being blocked by that. He can't actually see the path to the house, although he knows he's heading in the right direction. So it's almost like your vision has been blocked. It's been blocked by the burdens, by the weights of the past, all that heaviness. That's what's blocked you from actually, achieving that goal. And I feel like, you have been just sort of plodding along, putting one foot in front of the other, and you have actually been, heading in the right direction, but it's a lot slower than what it could have been. And it's likely that you have felt burdened in the process. So it really is time to put down those wands. It's number 10. It's so ready to complete. So ready to complete. And I feel this week, this is when you're sort of really awakening to that. This is the Judgment card. This is you awakening to the fact that, okay, well, not only, is it a good time for me to put down these wands, to make this change, to take inspired action in my life, but actually, you know what? I owe it to myself and I can't do this any longer. And if I do that any longer, I'm sacrificing a huge part of myself. I'm sacrificing my own growth, my spiritual development, my soul evolution. Because, when we stay in situations too long, no matter what, it'll be different for everyone's as general reading. That thing that's holding you back, it could be a toxic friendship, it could be a relationship, it could be, a job that is not aligned with your skills and you're sort of getting, you're underselling yourself, that type of thing. But, when we stay in things too long, they just, they do really, really hold you back from moving forward at the pace that you're supposed to, really sort of work through your karmic checklist. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing here. So it's stopping you from actually moving through. You're getting stuck, almost stuck on a lesson. We've got 2 number 8s here. It's about finding. It's about accepting that this is the time of mastery of this current situation. It's time to move on to new things. The awakening card can sort of ask you. It's almost like the last call. It sort of asks you, okay, are you going to carry on with it, and accept it? Or are you going to move on to another direction, to another, life lesson, another part of your destiny? It's the past and the present coming together in this moment where it's asking you to put down those wands. So behind that, it's actually jumped out as a double here, guys, with the 5 of Cups. So, if you know the Rider version of the 5 of Cups, it has, a shadowy figure in a cloak who stands before 3 overturned cups, right? And behind her is these 2 beautiful upturned cups, or upright cups, I should say, of opportunity. So we can see here that, I think what this means is that, holding that weight, carrying that burden, being weighed down by the situation or by things from the past hurts, that kind of thing. It's really keeping you focused on overturned cups, on grief, on losses, on opportunities that didn't manifest. It's holding you in that energy. But if you could just put down those wands, clear that line of vision, you would see this. 2 beautiful cups full of promise and hope, all ripe and ready for the taking. It's interesting that in the Rider version of this card, perhaps I should dig it out. The lady in the cloak, she stands on one side of a river, and there is actually a bridge across to a home again, across to a sanctuary, across to a better place. But because she's so focused on the things that didn't materialize, on the things that didn't manifest, on the losses, on the pain, on the grief, on the hurt, she doesn't realize that she could just cross that bridge to a better place. Because that's the situation that we can get ourselves into. We can just get so stuck and hung up in the situations that aren't working for us that we just don't smell the roses, and we actually miss things. We are missing opportunities. That's what I'm seeing here. But I think this week, you're really awakening to that. You're awakening to the fact that potentially, Pisces, unfortunately I have to say it, that you've been holding yourself back. Because even though, we do feel stuck in situations and it's so hard to move forward, only we can free ourselves from a situation. Yes, we might lose something in that process. We might lose some finances. We might have to let go of someone that we actually truly do love, but that situation is just not right for us anymore. And you're awakening to that. It's not easy. But it really is time. It's time to let that go. And it's great that you're actually awakening to that and seeing it clearly. Now, I just want to put that down with the cups on top because I think it sort of ties into the next card here, Pisces. Towards the end of the week, I'm so pleased to see that 8 of Cups here for you, Pisces, because it really looks like you decide to take that journey, take that journey away from the situation that wasn't fulfilling you, right? So, there might have been a lot of good things about it, but deep down, in that sense of gut feeling, You knew that there was one fundamental piece missing, right? These pieces here, you're turning around to focus on these now, on these opportunities, because there was one missing. And what you're really demanding for your life here, Pisces, is this: all of the cups in a row, all of the joy, all of the fulfillment, all of the satisfaction, feeling fulfilled. So I think, regretfully, you do turn around, put down the wands and go, well, you know what, I'm out and I have to look after me, and I have to walk towards that sanctuary, because I have, under that eight energy here, I have mastered this, and I am stepping into my power. And through stepping into my power, I know what's right for me, and I know how to, to make that best decision for myself. And there's that message there, Pisces, with the moon, is to tune into your intuition, to trust your gut, because deep down in your body, your body has the wisdom that will guide you on this journey towards the Nine of Cups. Okay, that's what I have for you, Pisces. It's actually a really beautiful reading. You are awakening this week. You're awakening and making decisions that really will shape up the next chapter of your life. So, Pisces, do keep in mind it's a general reading. Not every Pisces will, find themselves going through this week, but some of you will, and this one's for you. And I'll be back here for another reading next week.